Hey guys, tonight we're going to be talking about percents, fractions, and decimals that are higher than 1 or 100. This is just an extension of our last video. All right, to change a mixed number into a decimal, there's a couple of different ways we can do it. We can start with things that we know, like we know how to do round the world. So 5 times 8 is 40 plus 7 gives me 47 eighths. Then I can do just what it says on my paper and do 47 divided by 8. 8 goes into 47 5 times. 5 times 40 minus 7. At this point, remember, we can't have remainders, so we're going to annex a 0. 8 goes into 70. 8 times 8 is 64. Up with 6, again annexing a 0. 8 goes into 67 times. And then I end with 8 going into 45 times. So there is my decimal, okay? So that would be my final answer. The other way you can do it, if you notice right here, the 5 out front is the same as the 5 out here. So you don't really need to do round the world. What we can actually do is just say keep the 5, then do 8 into 7, and then you'll get 8.75, or excuse me, 0.875, which then you add on to the 5 and you end up with 5.875. So either way, if you want to do round the world because that's what you're comfortable with, do that and then do the division. If not, you can keep the 5 out of it, just look at 7/8 and do it that way. All right, it's your turn. So make 3 and 4/5 from a fraction to a decimal. So this time we're going to go from decimal to fraction. Because we have a whole number, that means that this is going to actually be a mixed number. 3 is our whole number. So this one, I'm just going to write the 3 out front, because this, like I said, this is actually a mixed number. Then I'm going to take my 75. I'm going to put it over 100 because it's in the second place value. Then lastly, I need to simplify. So that becomes 3 and 3/4. So when we do it, the 3 that is in front of the decimal in that ones place will always remain out front, or whatever number is in front in the ones place. All right, so this one's your turn. Change this decimal to a fraction or a mixed number. All right, the last thing we need to do is change this decimal to a percent. So again, with our percents, we always start wherever the decimal is, and we do those 2 jumps because 100 has 2 zeros, and then we add the percent sign. That's it. So this becomes 150%, and vice versa. If I want to undo this, then if I was a percent and I didn't want to be a percent, I would go to the left. And that is all we need to do for those. All right, last one. Put your decimal to a percent. Have a great night.